Okay, so we started out last session. Um, the orc had just we had just encountered the orcs, and I'd shot one of them with an arrow, and then the other one ran away to get the horde. So we were kind of hiding out in the dark. Um, we were kind of hiding out in the dark, and some of us went into the cave ogre. Was it a cave ogre?
Mm-hmm.
We went into his little cave, and there was like a breeze coming through the cracks at the end. We were trying to move it, or like unblock the back of the cave. Yidney was kind of outside between us and the orcs, trying to distract them. So Yidney, I forget exactly what she was doing, but she was trying to deceive them, and then we weren't clearing out the rocks very fast. Bushel cast fog to try to cover us. Brendan was just chilling in his camp, watching this all go down. Um, the shaman said it was our last chance, surrender or die. Yidney says, I choose neither, and drank the strange potion we found in the cave. And it started to glow, and then did the classic run into the middle of them and cast burning hands, killing two and severely wounding the shaman. And then we proceeded to have a big fight. Yidney almost died. I was trying to revive her, and Bushel was trying to help, but ended up um, making things worse. But then Brendan's character, Traitor Mizak, ended up giving us a potion, and we were able to keep Yidney alive. So then we headed towards the orcs' camp. We put Yidney in a tent to recover, and we looted it. Mizak got this journal from the shaman, and we learned. I forget if it was written by or mentioned someone named Delwick the historian, and we kind of put some pieces together and figured out that to open the door we needed the blood of a slain innocent and the blood of a slain murderer. Um, so we tried like putting body parts into like the little bowls that the statues had, and Mizak ended up getting shot by a magic bolt because we chose wrong. I forget exactly what we put into the bowl. Maybe just two goblins.
It was yeah. It was. I think it was both orc bloods.
So we decided to go back and check the boulders in the ogre cave after having a big talk about maybe we're in over our head and we should leave this place before we get ourselves killed.
Great. Yeah. Good recap. There was a lot of strange ethical discussions towards the end there. This is the ogre cave, and you remember a slight split off over here. So just for reminder.
Sorry, say that one more time. There's the ogre cave.
So this is the
There was
ogre
a-
cave,
Yeah.
and off to this is where you guys fell into the water.
Yep.
And there is a tunnel through here.
Oh, I didn't notice that at all last time.
Yeah, there was a lot of chaos going on.
Did the party
Okay.
rest? I think the party rested, right?
The party fully rested.
Unfortunately, I got wounded after we rested, so.
Yes, that is true. But this fire has died. You have your timer on your torch, Gralk. I asked you to write that down.
Yes, it says on my notes,
Uh-huh.
my torch has been lit for 25 minutes.
Okay, so you have 35 minutes. I'm going to start that now. As you guys are kind of arguing.
One sec, I'll be back.
Okay, and making your way over. I've never done a Bushel voice. But Bushel, kind of panicking, talking with her crow a bit, also begins to feel the anxiety that that Yindy is feeling right now. And she kind of goes, I'm gonna try and go my own way this time, and I'll meet up with you guys in a bit. And she lights a torch and kind of runs off towards where the water was and is looking around there. Between her panicking and Bark panicking, you decide to just give her a bit of space, hopefully meet up with her later, because she's in no condition to be helpful or fight right now.
Does she smell any different?
It's mixed with the corpses of all the orcs in the room. It's hard to make out any distinct smell that she's giving
I
off.
do make a check, please.
Sure, go for it. Do a wisdom check.
Dang it. Unnatural 1.
You know,
Just get it,
you start to smell yourself more than anything.
Damn, I smell
You're-
bad.
You got some decaying wound on your back. You're not smelling great at all. And yeah,
So really quick,
yes sir.
the whole blood of a innocent, blood of a murderer, is that right?
Blood of a slain innocent, blood of a slain murderer.
Was there any? Did we like make any progress? Like neither of the little chalices like activated or to any of our tests, right? We're at pretty much at square zero.
So
No,
you
they did activate.
Yeah, you filled it with 2 orcs' bloods. The chalices basically drank them up, and then Myzik got blasted by some magical force above, and the door did not open.
Okay.
So I was theorizing that maybe we could get like the carcass from the caravan. It's been there for a couple days because that person would probably be innocent, but then we'd have to like cross the water and like go all the way back there.
You mentioned a town nearby. Yes?
A town, or what was that town in the beginning called? We were in.
Skeverum.
Sorry, can you spell that?
Yeah, Skeverum.
Skeverum, I believe we might have been talking about. It's just a little town, a few hours south of here, I believe.
Surely in a settlement. We would find we may be spoiled for choice. With both murderers and innocents.
Are you saying we go over there and bring an innocent person back here?
I am only suggesting where we may find an innocent.
Well, Yudni, what are your thoughts on that?
I will not participate in that.
I'm a little uneasy about going out of our way to bring an innocent person here and murder them.
You need not worry about such things. You have mentioned that you would be open to stopping in the town to rest. I can handle the dirty work.
I'm not sure I condone that. I'm not exactly... My hands aren't exactly clean, but that's a little too much for me.
You need not condone anything. You may merely look the other way.
Well, if anything happens, don't tell me about it.
Alright, I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative to start.
God
the
damn
order.
it. That just Dex?
Yeah.
Do I see like any enemies around?
No, this is just the initiative
Oh.
order.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But as rounds pass, remember that chances of encounters grows in the dark.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that, Yidney? You were saying something.
The consensus of the party that we head back to town.
If that's the wish of the party, I won't stop. I won't stop you. I'd even go back with you.
I would like to.
I will accompany you as well.
All right.
Do you think
Maybe
we
we
can
should-
take this chest?
Could I try? I tried picking it last time. Would you let me try again or no? Because I already tried.
So you failing basically determines you can't figure out that lock.
Okay.
It is made out of wood. It's a pretty decent size, about that big. You could take it with you. Doesn't seem very heavy, but it's up to you.
And I would like to pick. Oh, sorry. Is it Grolk's turn?
I'm gonna try wiggling the chest and see if I can determine maybe the size of something that is in it.
Okay, go ahead and roll wisdom.
5.
You hear a couple things clink around in there. Could be some sort of golds, but you can't quite make out the noise.
I'm tempted to break it, but I'm worried that we might break whatever's inside of it.
Is it how heavy is it? Grolk, could you lift it up?
I pick up one of the handle. Is there a handle? Pick up one of the sides.
There's a handle on top, kind of a leather strap over it. You estimate about 5 pounds.
Oh. Yeah, let's just carry it with us.
Question for the DM. Is it based on my memory, we've kind of broken the only way to get back the way we came, right? It was that bridge. That was kind of the...
You've broken the bridge. That's a way back.
that we know of?
Yeah,
Okay. That's the only way that we know of, right?
correct.
Okay.
Well, that's all fine, but we'd have to find a way back out of here. New guy, do you know another route out?
I have been down here long enough that my sense of direction is meaningless.
How did you cross that bridge to get to where we are now?
No.
Oh, so
Well, we can swing back over the rope, can't we?
I suppose we'd have to find a way to grab the rope first. But I'm willing to try.
Does anyone have a pole?
I could go back and pick up my staff that I dropped.
How long of a pole are you needing?
Maybe 10 feet? How big is that little as the chasm?
Let me see.
Yidney's staff might be enough.
Yidney's staff would not. This is about 12 feet across.
You're talking about using the pole as like to pole vault? Is that what you're thinking?
No, just to try to knock the rope and get it swinging so that we could maybe...
Oh,
Wait, the chasm's 10 feet?
it's about 10 feet across.
Oh, we can make a 10-foot jump.
You could try it.
Yeah, that doesn't seem that far.
And if one of us falls in the river, I have my staff. Once I get my staff, we could pull each other out and keep trying.
The drop is about 50 feet down, you remember.
Oh. Well, we can't do that, but we could try.
The average long jump distance for a 10-year-old is already 4.2 meters. So
Perfect.
I think we.
How did you know that?
I just I don't know. You remember the darndest thing.
I have rope. Surely we can improvise with our tools.
So yeah, you also remember there is the hanging grappling hook about right here that you swung across.
But
it's still hanging from the ceiling of the cave.
is the rope dangling down into the center of the river, or is it dangling closer to the side that we jumped from?
It's about in the center.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, nothing here to wait for.
We should grab your staff, though.
Okay.
Is that important?
I'd like to have it.
Yes, let's stop by.
Okay. So I assume you guys are moving as a group back to that main
Yeah.
room.
Yep.
Can I pick up my staff? Or I don't remember exactly where my staff is.
I think it's right in front of the cave.
It's towards the front of the cave.
Okay.
When you guys get in, you realize that as of now, all those corpses from the previous fight are missing.
I don't think we should spend longer than we have to here.
Do they look like they've been dragged? Like, can we see any signs of smeared blood or anything? Or do they maybe carried?
So Grauk and Bushel were over here, and they kind of determined they were being. They've noticed one corpse was missing, and they are being dragged in this direction based on the blood trails.
Yeah, there was a streak of blood over there, and I kind of point.
Dragged by smaller creatures or by one larger one?
Hard to tell. But I don't intend to find out.
Can I have picked my staff up?
Yeah, you kind of just wander over. You find your staff on the ground undisturbed and bring it back. All right. Well,
Wonderful.
Grok, your lack of imagination may be your downfall.
What are you talking about?
You said you don't want to find out, dismissing the subject at hand.
Are you looking to die?
We all go the same way.
Well, you got a point. And if it happens, it happens, but I'm not trying to get myself killed. Okay? I'm gonna step up to the edge of the cat. Well, I'm gonna. Do I see anything over? Like from my torch?
where are
I
you
see,
looking?
like, I'm looking across the chasm to see, like, does it look like it would be a good landing area, or?
It's flat enough. I wouldn't call it the cushiest landing, especially that momentum. But you see the bits of camping equipment scattered around, and just a hard rock surface on the other end.
All right, I'm gonna back up.
Wait, Grok.
Can I?
What's up?
Because you said the rope is just dangling in the middle, so it's like 5 feet away.
Yeah, right in front of Grub. Yeah.
Okay. Can I? I'm just gonna grab my staff, like use my staff to extend my arm, and kind of like, can I get it around the rope and pull it, and so Grell can grab it?
Yeah, I'd say it's reasonable.
Because it's only
to just
5
be
feet
able to-
away from the.
Yeah, use your staff to kind of drag it back to you. I'd say that's reasonable. Yeah.
Let's not make any hasty mistakes.
All
Indigo,
right.
is this
Good thinking.
is this fire here? This is where we encountered the halfling and the mute guy in our
Correct.
first session.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Does someone want to hold this torch?
Sure.
So I hand it to Yidney. My other hand's on the rope.
Okay.
I
And I'm
toss
gonna-
it in the river.
Who's holding the chest?
I was holding that as well. Mizak?
I will hold it.
Excellent. I hand the chest to Mizak.
Okay.
And then I'm
I
going
would like to
swing
shake
across.
the chest while he's swinging.
Okay, go ahead and swing, Grok. Dex
Do I
check.
roll? Dex check. 6.
He's got the rope, so it should be easier.
I did lower the DC quite a bit there. Do a second.
Do you have any
roll for
inspiration?
me. So you kind of lift off, and it appears with the rope kind of resting over this water, it's gotten a little slippery, and you managed to kind of swing poorly and are dangling around, and you're kind of coming back towards your group. Are you gonna try and catch yourself back on the ledge, or try and re-swing back while you're holding onto the rope?
Re-swing back.
All right, give me
Let's
another
go
dex
for it.
check then.
Another 6.
You whipping around, you kind of lose grip and you slide down the rope, and you're still holding on to it, but now you're just ass in the water, just kind of quite almost 50 feet down.
Oh, so I've like slipped down the
You
rope.
kind of slid down this wet rope, yeah.
I'm having a little trouble down here.
I will pull out my 60 feet of rope. It seems we
cuts the
must
rope.
list him out.
Okay.
Will you help me pull?
Sure.
I'll put the torch
gonna-
down.
Slowly spool the rope down towards Mizek. Grolk.
While we're doing this, I'm behind Trader Mizek, and he's pulling. What kind of dumper does Trader Mizek have?
I'll let him answer
What's
that.
he working with?
He's got some robes on. It's kind of hard to see. It's you're gonna have to see it in brighter light and less cloth in the way.
All right, fair enough.
I assume since this rope that was already dangling here had, like, it goes all the way down to the water.
Yes, just space, like a couple feet above the water. Yeah.
So at this point, I assume then he's kind of swinging back and forth at least somewhat. So he should be able to grab this rope. Okay. Grab the rope. Climb the side of this. We will pull you up.
Okay, I'm gonna, I guess, switch to their rope, or maybe what I'll do is, nah, that might be a little hard. I was gonna. Do you think I'd be able to tie his rope around my waist, or would that be like I'm floating in the water and that's too difficult? Do you
You
think?
would have to do it while treading water. It's possible, but it's up to you.
I'm not the most athletic individual, so I'm just gonna. So maybe I should actually. I'm gonna try it because I feel like I might slip off, and having the rope tied around my waist might help.
Loop it through your belt.
So
I just
describe
have,
what you
like,
do here.
rope. I'm gonna, I guess, start treading water, and then I don't think I have a belt. I'm wearing like surgeon's robes. My guy's not shirtless, despite what this miniature is appearing as. So I'm just gonna tread water, and with the slack, I'm trying to like tie a knot while I'm treading water. I guess just around my waist.
Okay.
Tie a bowline.
Do a dex check for me then.
Gosh dang it! All these dex checks.
This is supposed to be your strength.
Dex? Dex is like one of my lowest.
I just think you're a thief, so.
5.
Okay.
Oh,
Yidney, what are you doing?
I'm just assisting in holding the line, I guess.
Okay, so to the best of your knowledge, it's pretty dark down there, Grog. You're sloshing around. You get it around your waist.
Wow. All right. All right. You can start pulling, and I'll try to maybe climb up with my feet against the wall.
hold the rope as well. That way you can pull yourself upward. I'm gonna try to like take a few steps back to make it taut, so that like hopefully kind of lift him out of the water a bit, but like basically allow it so that he can start pulling his way up on the rope. Not that I'm just like lifting him with raw strength up 50 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna need.
But motioning for Yidney to assist me in holding it steady.
Yidney's
Are there
grabbing
any-
the rope with you, yeah.
Okay.
Am I able to do anything else?
Oh yeah, sure. What are you looking to do?
Are there any like rocks around me? Any big rocks?
Yeah, there's rocks kind of scattered everywhere.
But I mean like a rock that I could wrap the rope around
Um,
or something like that, or is that too Nothing that
There's
big.
some stalagmites to your right over here. A lot of them are broken off by the cave ogre, but there is still a few that you could potentially wrap around.
Okay, that's too much of an angle. I'm just gonna like stand back a little bit, and then I'm just gonna kind of like kind of dig at the dirt a little bit so I can plant my heels more firmly, like kind of like dig a little hole
Okay.
for them, you know, like kind of kick some dirt. I don't know.
Okay.
And just stabilize.
I need all three of you to do strength checks then.
Okie doke.
Unnatural 20.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
10.
Okay. Great. So Yimi's kind of behind you. Isaac, you can hear her grunting really hard, digging her heels in, but you kind of feel like you're doing the brunt of the work here.
I'm just whittle, you know? What do you want me to do?
Gralk, as you're working your way up, you know, you kind of feel the rope go undone around your waist, but you're holding on tight enough and managing to maintain your strength as you make it back up to the top of the edge.
That was a bit of a fluke there. I think I got it this next time, though.
Okay.
Do a roll real quick.
Why doesn't somebody else try?
Sure. Trader, would you like to go, or would you like me to go?
I will lead.
I'm gonna
I'll
need
take the box.
wisdom checks from all three of you right now.
Uh-oh.
22.
14.
Okay.
4.
Okay. So, while you three are talking, Grelk, out of the corner of your eye, you see kind of movement in the shadows, and your head darts over to the right, in this direction, to the north, and you kind of make out a few hairy legs passing backwards around the corner.
There's definitely something with hairy legs over there. Maybe some kind of spider.
Let's
Just
not
based
delay.
on.
Then we must hurry. I will swing on the rope.
Okay, go for it.
This is Dex, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 17.
Okay, no problem. You managed to swing across the, to the other side, into a whole bunch of camping equipment. You see a burnt corpse, a human being impaled onto the side of the wall by a stalagmite, and you toss the rope back over to them.
By the way, I guess I left the chest over there.
Yes,
I
Assuming-
have it.
Assuming you can't hold them and swing.
you would not have been able to do that, yeah.
We can toss a
Okay,
chest
yeah.
10 feet. 5 pound chest?
Yeah, it's like 5 pounds.
Seems easy enough, but
All right, Grolk, are you feeling brave enough, or do you want me to go next?
yeah. Let me toss this chest across first.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna toss the chest to Myzak.
You know, just for fun, just do another dex check for me, girl.
Dex? Can I granny throw this?
Do strength then. Yeah, it works fine.
I'll granny throw it. 12?
Okay, yeah. You kind of granny throw it, goes ding 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 on the other side. It
Damn.
appears this wood is pretty brittle. It's gotten a few noticeable dents from just that toss.
Sorry about that. Hopefully nothing too delicate was in there. Then I'm gonna try to grab the rope and swing across.
All right. You know what to do.
Ten.
Okay, so as you swing, you're kind of whipping your feet around again, and you can tell Myzik that he's not gonna quite make it all the way. You can see him towing the edge of the right next to you, And go
Is
ahead
there
and
anything I could grab on him, like
you can
an
grab his
outstretched
body, you
arm
can grab
or a?
yeah, you can grab
Um,
any part of him.
I will. I'm gonna hold my shield out to balance me the other direction, hopefully, and sort of swing myself out and grab him and pull the opposite direction as hard as I can.
Okay, do a
Grabbing him
strength.
by like the collar, basically.
Do a strength check. Doing
Uh,
a not the beard moment.
5.
Okay, I'd say anything other than a 1 at this in this situation is totally fine. You managed to inch him a couple more inches in, and he just barely makes it onto the other side.
A generous DM.
I was looking for anything but a 1 there.
Afraid to kill characters, afraid to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grog grounds
Speaking
and
of, as you guys look back towards Yidney, a massive spider that is just in the background. It looks like it's about ready to pounce on Yidney. Yidney, it's your turn.
Do I notice the spider?
You don't quite notice it. You're so focused on the rope.
Okay, throw the rope over. It's my turn.
Yeah, I've let go of the rope at this point.
Okay.
All right.
You
tosses
must
it over.
worry.
I'm going to. How is the rope big enough that I could tie a knot?
It's
Or
like,
is it
dipping
too
down.
thick that I could not tie a knot? I guess is what I'm trying to say.
You could tie a knot. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tie a knot. Kind of like, because I don't see the spider, so I'm just kind of taking my time. I'm gonna tie, because I saw how Grog was flailing his legs, and I'm little, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie a little knot so that I could have my feet on the little knot while I swing over, so
Okay.
I'm not like flailing around.
Okay.
So that's what I want.
So you kind of have to drag a whole bunch of rope up from the bottom, and as you kind of are tangling around with it, you have your torch kind of on the ground next to you, and you start to hear just little slimy footsteps, and as you look up with rope in hand, a massive hairy spider is directly in your face. Just this ticking coming from its strange jowls and poison dripping from its fangs.
Okay.
And because you're a goblin, I'm gonna let you react to this because you can't get surprised.
So I basically have a turn.
Yes.
I'm going to drop the. I'm gonna. Where am I in the knot tying process?
You've gotten the knot done,
Knot's done.
but the rope's kind of in a jumble
Okay.
at your feet.
Okay. So if I let go of the rope, is it gonna fall into the river, or is it gonna stay there?
It's gonna stay there. You'll have to kick
Okay.
it in.
Okay. I'm going to bend over, grab the torch, and throw the torch in the throw the kind of like
Oh, to
with the
scare it?
fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do a constitution check here. Oh, okay. Okay, so definitely this weird it kind of backs up about 5 feet from you. It seems really mobile, but it is very frustrated by you whipping the flames around. It is still seems poised to pounce though.
Okay.
Do
what?
I would say you get movement if you'd like.
I guess I would like to kick with I don't know, with my movement, kick the rope into the river, but hold on to it so it's ready to swing.
Okay, that works. And okay, so you managed to kick the rope back into the. Okay, that was lucky as hell. Back into the river, and right when you let up, this spider comes charging at you. It's towering over you, and with its fangs, it comes down, but you manage to get your staff up just in time, I assume, because it rolled a 5 to hit. that misses.
Yeah, I don't have my staff.
This is just
My staff's on the ground.
okay.
I have the torch, I guess. I don't know.
With the torch, you manage to wave its attack away, and it doesn't manage to get any sort of its fangs on you. We're gonna cut to Grok.
Okay. I'm gonna pull my bow out
Okay.
and loose an arrow.
Go for it.
Okay. Plus 1 to hit. 5 to hit.
With just a spunk, it kind of even barely makes it across the chasm. It's just a bit of a misfire that hits horizontally onto the rock and skitters across.
All right. Yeah, I'm not looking to head back over there, so Yidney, just swing across. That's it for me.
Okay, Isaac.
You must hurry, Yidney. I say that, and then I'm going to pull out a javelin and throw it at the spider, aiming for the glowing eyes that I can see reflecting.
Okay.
4.
And just the javelin kind of bounces off the back of his torso. No part of the sharp point it hits it, and it kind of just dink, dink, dink behind it. Would you like to do anything else?
I will take my rope out if that's allowed. I don't know if I could do
I'll allow
anything
it.
with it, but I'll take it out. Ideally to have ready to throw to Yidney if... Yeah. That's
Okay.
kind of just... I'm at the ready with it.
Noted. All right, back to you, Yidney.
All right, let me know if this is too much of an action.
All right.
I would like to throw the torch in the spider's face,
Mm-hmm.
pick up my staff, and then jump over the
Oh.
with the rope.
That's reasonable.
Okay.
Any
Putting my
more?
little feet on my little.
It's a good. It's
Cool.
a solid knot. It's,
Yeah.
It's a little wet too, so it's extra tight.
Nice.
That'll lower the DC.
Hell yeah.
Oof.
All right, so
All right.
let me get a just for that whole motion. Just give me a dex check.
One.
Oh.
Okay.
The dice today.
Today is the day.
Go ahead and roll a d6 for me, please.
Oh my god.
This is to help me make a decision.
5.
Oh shit.
It was a good run, guys.
We're saving you, bud.
Okay, so as you huck your torch at it, it kind of hits it directly in the face. It doesn't seem to do any damage, but it scoots back enough for you to grab your staff. With all the things you're grabbing, you realize at one point you let go of the rope, and it's dangling back at the in the middle of the stream. So
And I
you're-
go, oh!
So then, the spider shaking off the torch right below it does a 21 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
Okay, and
Oh god.
you take 4 damage.
I'm at 0.
Okay, and give me a Constitution check, please.
Okay. Oh, natural 20.
Okay, so
Hey,
you don't
Kevin,
get
take it.
paralyzed, so that's good. But unfortunately, just the fangs going into right under your throat. You guys watch your friend's eyes roll back into her head, and she collapses at the other side of the cliff.
How many turns does that give me?
Oh, so
Is-
go ahead and do a D4 plus your Constitution.
Okay. Oh, okay, 6.
Okay. And it is Grok's turn.
I'm gonna. Oh shit! Let's shoot another arrow.
Okay, go for it.
I'm getting too old for this.
Truly. Oh, okay. 16 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
5 damage.
Ooh, that's solid. Okay, so you let loose, and just with this solid impact into its hairy abdomen. Thank you. Just nails it, and this brown blood comes spilling out. You kind of hear this, and it rears back, looking at you, and it kind of starts. Its eyes start darting around to try and figure out either a path to you or a path away. Would you like to do anything else?
At this point, no.
Okay. Maizen.
I will take out my other javelin and hurl it. 15.
15?
Yeah.
Okay. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, and then as it hits, Gralk will be the only one who hears this, but there's sort of a like noise, almost like huge flames, but it's quiet. And then he could almost, if one were near me, they would almost swear they saw some black flames kind of flare up for a second around me.
Are you doing
But
your
before they notice,
ability?
yes.
Okay, cool. Very cool.
I thought I'd have a little artistic license there.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Whatever you. I was just making sure it's statistic wise.
Yeah. So it is 3 damage
Okay.
total.
So black flame kind of streaking out from the javelin, kind of like a jet stream. Nails it on right near where its fangs are, and you can kind of see it rearing back and twitching a bit. It's pissed off. It seems to be contemplating either running away or trying to steal its meal. You're not quite sure. But would you like to do anything else?
Gralk,
Yeah.
you must swing over. If you wish to save your friend, you must swing over there.
All right. I hesitate a little bit, but
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna do.
I do what needs to be done.
Okay, so let me do a decision check here on this spider. Okay. So, oops, sorry. So as it kind of manages to wriggle around till the javelin kind of clunks to the ground, and it's managed to crawl across the wall, kind of up on the ceiling, and it drops right next to you, Grout.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I'm going down now.
I'll swing across.
It's still got it.
Sorry,
It gets an attack still, so it
Oh,
flumps
dang it.
right
Oh,
down
no.
to you. It
Dude,
does
that's-
a dirty 20 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Wait, are
him.
you? Is he Is he like over the river, or is he not?
He just climbed across. Ooh,
No. Grok.
Grok
Has he
has
made
not
the
had
jump
his
yet?
turn yet.
Bro, thank God. Okay.
And you're TPKing us,
You
man.
take 1 damage, Grok,
Oh, Pog.
and
Hell yeah.
do a Constitution check, please.
All right, sorry. Getting my dice ready. 17.
Okay, so as you feel the fangs kind of go into your torso and this burning poison into your body, and your muscles start hurting, like they're tightening up, but you manage to just push through it, shrug it off, and maintain mobile. You're very worried about what this spider is packing. Go ahead and do a quick wisdom check for me as well, Grog.
5 plus 3, 8. Sorry, I'm closing my door. I can still hear you though.
Okay. Then okay, that's fine. And it is your turn, Grog.
Okay, I'm gonna slash with my short sword
Okay.
that I picked up just a little earlier.
Mhm.
Strength plus 2. 12.
That just barely misses as you trying to
God damn.
whip through it. Manages to back out of the way just in time as your sword clinks on the stone floor.
And then I'm gonna swing across.
All right, give me a dex check.
Come on, dice.
This was enough to kind of get it to back off from you a bit.
Oh, nat 20.
Hell yeah! So although you swing and kind of get it off off the front of you, so you manage to jump, grab the rope, and get to the other side, no problem. Oh, you need to subtract a round from you, please.
Okay.
And also do that d20, please.
Me?
Yeah.
Is it just a flat d20?
Yeah.
17.
Okay. All right, Isaac, your turn.
All right. I will take out both torches, and I'm going to light them up and run up to this spider Aragorn with the ring wraiths style, and start swinging around both torches,
Are you
trying
gonna
to
try
ward
and
it
hit
off.
it or ward it off?
Ward it off.
Okay, do an intimidation check at advantage, please. That's
Intimidation?
do. Which is higher, your strength or your charisma?
Same.
Uh,
Or the strength skill is higher, but they get +2 to each.
okay, then just add +2.
Okay.
At advantage.
At advantage.
Don't make me get out a third torch, Spider.
13.
Okay, so as you're just whipping it around, let me. It backs up for a moment, but as you keep moving towards it, and its butt kind of hits the back wall, it kind of starts moving towards you, unperturbed. Would you like to do anything else?
I can't attack, can I?
Probably not. No.
Okay, then I'm gonna set a torch down. I'll sort of throw a torch right in front of it, hoping, or just sort of like between me and it. So I'll set a torch down there
Okay.
and hold the other one, and then I will draw my shield. Take my shield out, so I have a torch and a shield.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so I rolled 19 on a Constitution check there.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh yeah. So, looking. Okay. Looking, you can see its strange black eyes kind of darting between you and Gralk and the fire in front of it, and it notices Gralk approaching its lunch, and fast skittering, it goes back across the wall, just. And Gralk, as you just land on the other end, you're met with the spider again, and its fangs rear up, and it does a 15 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
You take 2 damage,
I'm down.
and do a DC Constitution check, please. DC 12.
Man, I liked this character. Come
You're
on.
not dead.
Do we play Civ after this or something? Or
6.
6? Okay. So as it stabs into your shoulder, you can just feel the poison going through your veins right before you go unconscious. Isaac, you watch your orc friend go down, and his arms and fingers are just tightening up as he's falling down.
Ooh.
And do a d4 plus your constitution, please.
does
4.
Isaac run?
4?
That's the question.
Yep.
Okay, you have 4 rounds. Yidney, do a d20 and subtract a round.
Okay. I got a natural 1. Does that mean anything?
No.
Okay.
Dies immediately.
Isaac.
I will pick up the torch from the ground, and sort of look around, and then just sort of give a slight chuckle to myself and say, "We all go the same way eventually." And throw the torch at the spider and try to swing across.
Okay, first,
Sword.
are you trying to hit it?
Yeah, I'm trying to
piss
hit it
off?
with. Hitting it with the torch that was on the ground in front of me. Actually, no. I guess I'll just be the one that I was holding. Throw it. Then I would like to swing over.
Okay, go ahead and just do a straight dex.
6.
Okay, so unfortunately with that first torch, it kind of bounces around it enough to kind of bother it, but not really get in its face and piss it off. Now do another for swinging across, please.
That's a natural one.
Oh my god. Pack it in, boys.
So as you do a swan dive to try and grab the rope, you don't manage to grab onto it, and there's this huge splash down below as you find yourself kind of swimming down in the dark water, unsure of what's going on above you. And oh wow. Okay. Since nobody has visual, all right, you need to do a d20 rounds.
Okay. 3.
Okay.
I'm at. Yeah. Rolled a 12. I'm now at 3 more turns.
Okay, and same with you, girl. Roll d20.
2.
Your rolls are so bad. All right, we're back to you.
I'm getting my physical dice out.
What?
You're splashing.
I haven't been down
below.
here before. I haven't been
Yeah.
down here before, so I don't know.
It's very dark down here. It's
I would like to
Cold
see if I can
water.
try to find that rope.
you have enough light. You can see. You're only a couple feet from the rope that's
Okay.
down from the ceiling.
I guess grab the rope and try to climb back up it.
Okay, do a strength for me.
12.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to grab a hold, and just through pure adrenaline. Are you still in your weird form?
I mean, it lasts 3 rounds.
Okay. Are you still in that?
I can't remember how many I
I
wasn't
think
counting.
this is the third round.
Okay.
Brennan, did you see the chat?
So you kind of feel past your fingernails, claws just tearing into this rope, allowing you to get a better grip, and you manage to make it to the eye level with the cliff, and you look over and you can see the spider dragging Grauk's corpse that is now kind of wrapped in a web.
Okay.
Oh man.
And
Is there anything else I can do, or am
with
I
that
just still
much
on the rope?
climbing, you
Okay.
just climbed about 50 feet. That's pretty much it.
That's fine. Yeah.
Give me a d20, Yidney.
9 down to 2.
Okay. And Grauk.
What is the? Did Grawl get poisoned?
Yeah, I got paralyzed, I think.
Oh, you got
as
it
you
was
notice,
paralyzed.
yeah.
I rolled a 17.
Okay.
So I have 2 rounds left, I think.
Yes. All right, and Isaac used to see it's Grauk being further dragged into the darkness, and it is your turn.
I will try to climb out near Yidney.
Okay. Hey, do an easy dex check.
You say easy. Oh, technically 0.
0?
I mean, it's a 2, and I have -2 to my dex.
Okay. So, unfortunately, it's taking you so long to swing and get your feet over. You managed to get there, but that took an awkwardly long amount of time. And that'll be your whole turn, is getting up to Yidney.
Oh my god.
You need D20.
It was nice knowing you guys.
Down to 1. Little Mal.
Do you roll?
Oh yeah, I'm down to. Yeah,
Nothing.
I rolled a 16. Yeah, I'm down to 1.
All right, and Grelk, same thing.
10.
Okay. And just being further dragged.
Please.
And it's your turn, Isaac.
I will try. I will take a look at Yidney and see if there's anything I can do to revive. Maybe just. I mean, I don't know if that's a skill in this game.
So this is in order to stabilize, it's a DC 15 intelligence check. So you look down at Yidney and you just see 2 gaping wounds, just pouring blood from her throat. Because of your class, additionally, do a wisdom check for me, please.
Okay. Wisdom check 13.
Okay, so it's strange. You've seen dead bodies before, but you kind of feel this strange presence, and as you look over, it's almost a shadow. You can't quite make out its features, but it's standing over Yidney, and it's giving you a nod.
I feel a pulling at my heart that I've not felt in a long time. Dwelling so long in the darkness, I've not felt the embrace of religious experience in quite a while. So I'm
this
moved
is
by
not
this. Saint
Idris. You would recognize
Oh.
if it was Saint Idris. This is not.
But it's still, I'm still moved, regardless. And I will trust that I can do this.
Okay.
And I will bend down and attempt to wrap some cloth around the wound, maybe wipe some blood away, and try to press on it to stop the bleeding.
Okay. Go for it.
And yeah, so this is the stabilize action, I guess.
Yeah.
And intelligence.
Yep.
The spirit of Pimbo is watching over you.
It's another natural one.
Oh,
Oh
my
my God.
God. All because Amber didn't want to play
Unfortunately,
the Shadowdark.
blood's- As soon as you start applying pressure, the blood just starts squirting you in the face, and you're just unable to do.
Oh.
And would you like to do any movement or anything?
Is Yidney definitely dead now?
Will be very soon.
What's the shadow doing?
You've lost track of this shadow.
Oh, okay. I'll just hope that I can try another time, I guess.
Okay.
I realize I don't know what I'm doing, and I could be doing the right thing. Maybe I'm squishing poison out of Yidney, so I'm just gonna keep trying, I guess.
Okay. Yidney, give me that last. Is it your last round?
I'm done. This is it.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
5.
Yeah. As you're trying to apply pressure, it's just the blood stops pouring out. There's no signs of life.
My last thoughts, unconscious maybe, as I die, is that they'll perform the traditional Madeira burial where they dismember me and then burn me.
And as Yidney dies, you kind of wipe away some blood, and on her chest it appears that something's been carved into her. This dot with 3 crosses over it. You don't quite recognize what this symbol is. I understand your confused face, Nikki, but something appeared to be at least part of Yidney that you were not aware of.
A dot with 3 crosses?
Yeah, it's kind of like Like that.
Is it a tattoo? Or
Yeah.
like, is it a
Looks-
brand that is emerging as she dies?
Kinda
can you
like a
show it
brand.
again? Sorry, I
It
didn't have
looks
your
as if claws had been carved
a
into
dot
his
with
chest
3 crosses. Okay.
from the
Her
inside,
chest.
though. All right, Grok,
Wait,
give me
from
a-
the inside?
Yeah, something weird was going on there. Grok.
All right. Come on, dice. I believe in you. Oh, 17.
All right.
Can we just
How many-
call it a 20?
No.
Man, come on.
All right, Isaac.
Yeah, I guess Isaac will pick up the torch, and can I still hear the spider?
Yes, you can hear it. Legs moving and a body dragging.
Does it sound like it's a little slow?
It's definitely Grok's a big guy. It's definitely had trouble moving him.
I will start charging at it.
Okay. So you do, as you kind of sprint through,
Mhm.
you do manage to catch up to it with 30 feet, just barely, and you can see.
Is
it
that
kind
my
of-
entire turn, or is that
That's just
just
your
movement?
movement.
I'm gonna pull the sword and torch out and just ram full force into this thing.
Okay, do a strength check.
15.
Four. So as it doesn't even seem to notice you, and its eyes look up, and you just go goosh, and it lets go of Gralk's webbed body and kind of backs up about 10 feet. It's angry, bloodied. You can see it's still pretty messed up, and it is getting very pissed off with you.
Is that my action, or
That
so
would
that
be your
wasn't an attack then? So it wasn't.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I'll add some. It takes 3 damage with that. I'd say just with that ram.
Okay.
It also, you manage with that ram to pop a couple of its eyes. It's not looking good, and it just kind of backs off into the darkness towards what you can now see are a whole bunch of webs, and it just kind of climbs across the wall away from
Okay.
you. And
All right.
Grauk, your turn.
So is this it? This
Is
is
this
it.
your last roll?
I think this is the last roll.
For
After he rolls, do I get another chance to stabilize him?
I think out of sheer mercy, I will allow one roll, I guess. But let's see what you got.
Praise the DM. Alrighty. I got 3.
All right, Isaac.
Uh,
It's
Isaac has maybe learned since his last time, don't squish too close to the vitals and the. So he's gonna try to stop the bleeding, but be a little more gentle this time.
okay.
This is still, again, this is intelligence.
Correct.
the webs have been.
It's a 15.
To 15.
The webs have been helping with clotting the
So
wound.
You take your blade and slice across the web that was wrapped around Grauk, and just as the last breath is cat coming out, you manage to just pump in, seal whatever's open, completely just making it up as you go along, and you just hear a as Grauk just kind of opens his eyes barely and then goes back unconscious, but you can see him breathing. And Max, give me a Constitution check, please.
Natural 1.
Okay. And with concern, Isaac, the you see torn open, like Grok's clothes are torn open. That same exact symbol you had just seen gets carved into Grok's chest before your eyes. And he's still breathing, but he's now unconscious.
Am I paralyzed as well?
You are no longer paralyzed. Your body loosened up. It was round based.
Is this like so? The doorway that we're in. What is it? Stone?
This is cave.
Is it a cave?
This is a
It's
cave.
like a cave?
Yeah. This is all natural.
And this looks like it's at this point it's the spider's lair, given all the webs we see around it.
Looking in, the further you go north, the more webbed it looks. These are thick, goopy, big spider webs.
Are there any like big rocks around here?
How big?
Small enough that I could push and stack to try to block this entrance, but yeah, big enough to considerably try to close up the entrance.
So you look around, there's up to about this size that you could move, but not enough to fully block this probably 10 by 10 entrance. That a spider, you notice the spider can easily climb walls. It would have no
so I'm not
getting
going to bother. I'm not going to bother with that then.
You look around as well. You notice a lot of scattered caravan pieces leading north into the webs. You see bits of grain, a few apples, canvas bags, stuff like that. Nothing of value, but it looked like something came through here.
Nothing that a potion setter might have?
Definitely not.
Okay. I will drag Grok back out then.
Okay. As you drag him back, you keep looking to make sure the spider's not coming, and it seems to be. It seemed very injured by the time I was running away.
Okay. I will drag Grok basically over to the ledge that we were on, and I want to take everything. I want to loot Yidney's body.
Okay.
Get all that gold, dude.
Grok's torches burned out. You lit 2 torches.
Yeah, one of them is back over there.
Okay.
I'll put everything in the chat.
Okay, so yeah, the one that burnt out was next to Yidney, but you have one in hand as you're kind of dragging Grok with the other. And he's kind of just limply going across. He's a heavy dude. All right. Well, we'll cut back to the adventures of Isaac.
Wait, is Grok just unconscious?
Oh yeah, so Grok will go into your turn. Do a Constitution check, please.
15?
No. Okay, still unconscious. And Isaac.
But stable.
He's stable, yeah.
Are those stalagmites or wooden planks to the right?
Right here, these are stalagmites.
How heavy? How tall are they, and how thick are they?
They are quite thick. You walk over and observe. It looks like a few have been torn off, but by something much bigger than you.
Are there any that are? Is there anything around here? Anything solid and longer than the chasm is wide?
Looking around, unfortunately, you don't see anything wieldable that's 10 feet. You would have to construct something.
And the iron spikes that we have, are those something that we could nail together planks with, or are those bigger?
They're about like railroad tie size. They have little loops at the top that rope can pass through as well.
Okay.
You could potentially use those, but
But
easy.
they can be like pounded into the ground, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I would like to pound a couple into the ground here.
Okay.
About a few feet apart, maybe 2 to 3 feet apart. And how carefully will I, since I'm not in a hurry at this point, how careful would I have to be swinging across this chasm?
Swinging across, like
Like
oh,
using
you
that
mean-
same rope to swing across.
It's because it's a it's just kind of a you do it no matter how much of a hurry you're in. If you screw up, you can fall. You can just not make it across. It's a DC 12.
Okay. And then can I look across the chasm? Like, what do I see over there?
Which way are you talking?
Yeah, like towards that's not a actually going
That is
campfire,
not
is it?
lit. It was lit from back when there were people there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything I can see? Are there any is there anything sticking out of the ground? Any sizable rocks that I could loop a rope around?
On your side?
No, on the other side.
Yeah, so there's a pretty large boulder over here. There's enough crevices and dips that you could easily wedge a rope in there.
Okay. And then are these actual planks here
These are
under Yidney or under Gralk?
it looks like the remains of a crate that was broken open. They've been down here a while. They're a little old and moldy.
Okay. I guess I'll swing across.
Okay. What do you... Alright.
Unnatural one.
What are these dice, man? This is ridiculous. Holy.
So shaken up by the whole spider incident. Where did you put your torch, by the way?
I guess it's with me.
Holding on. You unfortunately can't get a grip, and everything goes dark as you fall into the water.
Oh,
You're
fuck
now in complete darkness.
Okay. I guess I will climb up the rope. Can I climb up?
Go ahead and do a wisdom check for me. Grout, do a constitution, please.
8.
8. So after a whole bunch of splashing around, you manage to find a wall and orient yourself, and then eventually get your grip on a rope.
All right.
Grout, what'd you get?
Another 15.
Okay.
Can I climb up?
You bet. Go ahead and do a check there.
What check would this be?
It's his strength.
Strength. All right. 21.
Ooh.
21? Okay, so
Yeah.
luckily, just blindly going through, you keep on climbing, and you, just in the sheer motion, you manage to accidentally hit the top of the cave and then ease yourself back down around to where you assume the ledge is. But you're
Okay.
hanging, you look around, you can't see anything.
Actually, there should still be a torch that I left on the ground.
Do you
Right?
remember where that
'Cause I
was?
well, it was right between me and the spider.
You were right. So let me
Because I was going to pick that one up, but then I changed and said I would just throw the one I was holding.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, there's a torch right here. You can see just fine.
And that one... Okay, cool. And I'm going to get off on that side of the rope then.
Okay. So after kind of a bunch of swinging back and forth, you managed to get over to the other side.
Can I light a campfire here? Is that something I could build, or would I need other tools? Like, is there stuff here I could burn to light a campfire?
So would you want to search the campsite, is what you're saying?
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of scattered stuff. If you
Yeah,
want to
let
build
me
a
go
campsite
ahead and
just
search.
you have to use 3 torches.
Okay, let me search the campsite then to see if there are any.
Okay. So, as you start wandering around, you realize there's whoever these people were planning on spending several days down here. And you look through the you first start with the human that's been impaled against the wall. You search through his things, and you find that he is there's a great axe laying next to him. There seems to be a destroyed leather armor, probably not even usable at this point. Has 2 torches, 3 rations, and a jar with a tongue in it.
A jar with a tongue in it?
Yeah, like floating in this weird, gross solution.
Well, I would like to use his. You said he had 3 torches?
He has
Oh, that
2 torches.
2 torches. I will use his torches and the one that I have to make a campfire.
Okay. There's also a burnt corpse. That was the halfling. You look through, you find 18 gold. See the leather armor, again charred, burnt, unusable. A dagger.
I'm writing this down.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
He has 2
Yeah,
torches
chat.
on him. 3 rations. An empty bottle. A bottle filled with a strange liquid. And a charred journal that may or may not be readable.
Okay. Main order of business here is I make the campfire.
Okay, so you light up.
After I do that, I want to put the other 2 spikes in on this side, so it's forming a rectangle with the 2 spikes on the other side.
Okay, so this campfire will last 8 hours.
Okay. I want to then sort of throw my rope over the other side to make to get it to hook around those ones. So I'm throwing like the middle of the rope, not the end of the rope. Throwing the middle of the rope to hook it onto those iron spikes that are driven into the other side. And basically then I want to pull it really taut and like make a frame, sort of a rope frame that is about 2 feet wide and across spanning the chasm.
Okay, because you have ample amount of time, you can even try a few times. I'm gonna say this is doable without rolling.
Okay. I will then. Let's see. My aim here is that I would like. Here's what I'll do. I will. Let's see. Yidney also had a rope. I'm going to take out Yidney's rope. I'm going to.
Sorry, Grok, do a Constitution check, bro.
And you're gonna have to get across to get Yidney's
right.
rope, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6.
Okay. Go ahead.
So what I would like the aim here is to get some stability when crossing this chasm.
Okay.
What I would like to do now, or what I would like to do eventually, is put this shield, sort of tie the shield on so it kind of slides back and forth, and hopefully be able to push Gralk on the shield across. What I'm going to do now to get across is I'm going to hold the rope that's already in the middle, and I'm going to use it to hold most of my weight and use the taut rope to walk across, basically, to pull myself across without jumping and swinging.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I had to draw it out.
Sorry.
No, you're good. This is a very interesting contraption. Okay. Do a dex check at advantage, please.
Come on. These dex checks are just 7.
Okay. Even though you're a bit clumsy with it, you're having trouble keeping footage, you manage to get across. This seems a lot more doable than just swinging.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Hmm. I guess, yeah, I will then take Yidney's rope and tie it around my shield so that my shield is basically, because my shield is pretty wide, like
Mhm.
longer than 2 feet. I said it's about 2 feet between the ropes. Um, so basically, set my shield down on the two ropes, and then since I have it tied around the handle of the shield, kind of then wrap that rope around so that I can push the shield. So if the two ropes are running this way, I can push the shield along that axis.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. Yep.
And I will push. Well, oh, this is risky. Maybe instead, what I will do is I will leave it in the middle. So to have a good foothold in the middle.
Okay.
And I will try to fireman carry Gralk on one shoulder and hold the rope with the other and use this extra footing I have gotten here to get across.
Okay. Um, give me a strength check first and a dex check second.
21 on strength,
Okay.
Ooh.
9 on dex.
Okay. So Grauk, I guess, has lost a lot of blood or something because he's a lot lighter than he looks all of a sudden. You whip him over. The webs kind of hanging off of him kind of act as this adhesive to stay on you as you kind of work your way across. Gingerly, a little nerve-wracking, but you manage to just barely get across and place Grauk back on the ground.
Okay. I would like to then cross over. Well, I guess I didn't get anything from Yidney, so I will cross over one more time without Gralk this time.
Okay. Grauk, Constitution check, please.
18.
All right, and as you set him down with coughing and gurgling, Grok regains consciousness.
Oh, God, what in the seven hells has happened down here?
You must rest.
I kind of just lay back my head back down and I'm trying to survey the scene and see what's going on.
Doesn't look good, Grok. You see your buddy Yidney, his corpse, dead and bloodied and not moving across the way.
Did she make it?
No.
God damn it. I kind of put my head back down on the ground. I'm assuming I can't, like, do anything. Unless do I take a
Anything
turn?
hobbled, you can get up, but you can't really like go and do backflips or anything at this point.
We have to give her the Madeera ritual burial. It's what she would have wanted.
We have no time. We must rest.
Don't we need time to rest?
What is this ritual?
Well, according to Yidney, we have to dismember her and then burn her remains.
I look around. I would prefer to not carry her body across.
You could dismember her over there and just toss her across. Respectfully, of course.
My face is kind of hidden. My face is hidden, so Gralk is not seeing this, but I kind of sigh and roll my eyes, given everything that's just happened, all the hell I just went through to awkwardly carry him across, and
Just for him to wake up right when you get across.
yeah, and then ask me to cut up the body and throw the pieces across. But since I was gonna cross over anyway, very well, and we'll try once again to hobble across this somewhat more passable rope bridge thing.
Okay. Get, advantage.
$17.
Okay, yeah, no problem. You're starting to get the hang of it, and you go over to Yidney's body.
I'm gonna restock my iron spikes, so I'll leave the ones that were there.
Okay.
I think I used 4, so I'll restock with Yidney's stash.
Do you have Yidney's inventory?
Yeah, Nikki
Okay.
posted it. I'll take the gold. I'll fill up on. I had 1 torch left, I think, so I will. It's the wet torch, the one that went into the water with me. So I have that torch. I will take Yidney's 2 torches.
That wet torch, you kind of look, for how long you were in that water, it looks pretty much unusable at this point.
I will just discard it then, so I'll only have 2 torches.
Okay.
I will take the dagger and the strange gold egg. And I will start... Actually, so I'm going to start hacking up the body. Just not... it doesn't look like it's Myzik's first time doing this.
Jesus.
So...
I mean, but by Madeira.
Just kind of they're goblin limbs, so I take it it's not too hard to huck them across the.
Yeah, Yidney's pretty stringy with just the. You managed to get cleanly each limb and just the across the way.
Right, I'm sort of shaking my head while doing this, but not hesitating.
The hardest one is the head, just because you accidentally point Yidney's lifeless face towards you for a moment.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm just sort of tossing them over. I guess then I'll find the tome, and I will toss the tome over as well. Everything else here, I'm going to kick into the water.
What tome?
Just this tome in the inventory.
Oh, okay. Is that the Nikki? Is that the tome with the kind of demonic orcish imagery?
Yeah, I think you just had me put tome, so if that's the one you're thinking of, that's what it probably is.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's it.
Looking around here, making sure I've cleaned up most of that. There aren't just like random inventory things sitting around. I'm gonna then cross back over.
You look around. You don't see really anything of value, and give me that dex advantage.
Four.
Gralk, you're kind of slowly getting up, and you look over, and Myzik's awkwardly kind of holding himself bent over, clung to the the ropes, struggling to get across. He's a couple feet away from you.
I'm gonna try to hobble over and reach my hand out.
Okay, give me a strength check at disadvantage, please, Gralk.
13.
Okay, so Gralk with a bloodied hand reaches out and you help him back over. For how much you hate this chasm, crossing it like the 8th time.
It never gets easier, apparently. I got cocky last time. I know. I mean, it really doesn't help that I'm -2 on dex. That's having to roll -2 dex like 10 times this session is really. I mean, I'm not rolling well, but I'm also rolling even worse than I normally would.
Yeah. So you guys find yourself at the campfire.
We should maybe disassemble that little bridge contraption you've made.
Are you sure we won't need to cross again?
Well, if we're just trying to get out of here, then we won't.
I will rest a moment, but then disassemble it.
Okay.
Pull my shield back. Between my rope and Gidney's rope, I take whichever one is in better shape.
Okay.
Is there? I also want to look at this jar with a tongue and bottle filled with strange liquid. Are there?
Okay, give me
What?
let's do the jar with tongue first. Give me it'll be identification. So do an intelligence on that, please.
7.
7. Not much to glean from it. It's not giving any sort of potion or curse vibes. It looks like somebody who just decided to keep a tongue in a jar. It's
Kind of like, what's that? Looking over at my Isaac.
It appears to be a tongue. Should we add it to the ritual?
It's probably that guy's, and I point to the dude impaled on the wall. He doesn't have a tongue. I don't think we should add it to the ritual.
I just kind of shrug, set it down, and investigating. What color is this strange liquid?
It is a dark red.
Is this the potion you are looking for?
No, Membrum Regeneratus is what we're looking for, and it's purple. But a red potion's that bodes well.
Does it seem like it could be healthy?
Do an intelligence check on this.
All right.
21.
Okay. After you kind of wiggle it around to see how it clings to the glass, it's just corked in, so you pull over, sniff. It's definitely blood.
It's just blood.
It's blood.
It is blood.
Blood of an innocent.
Perhaps. We will keep this.
Gotta
with
go
us.
back.
Do you have
That
room
was
in
a
your?
joke.
Do you have room in your rucksack?
I could clear out a few things. What do we what's left from Yidney that you think we should take?
There is nothing left. It is all in the river.
How many rations do you have? Because there were 6 total here.
I currently have 5.
Well, I'll stock up on a couple more.
You take this tome. I'm gonna hand him the book. It could
Okay,
prove
I'll take the
useful.
tome. I'll get rid of my... Do you have a flint and steel?
I do.
I'm gonna get rid of my flint and...
So there were 4
Yeah.
torches, and then do you have torches?
I have 2. So you had to use 3 of those 4 to make the campfire, right?
Right. So there's one spare one because I stocked up on Gidney's torches as well. So
Right, I have 2 torches.
2.
Okay,
Including
I'll
the
take a
one
third,
that
I
you-
guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up the
Yeah.
charred journal and kind of flip through the pages.
Okay, give me an intelligence check. Because of how burned up a lot of the pages are, give me a disadvantage on that, please.
Okay, well, I rolled 1 time and it was a 1, so can't do worse than that.
The record-breaking
As you
number of
flip
ones
through,
today.
this is impressive. With that in mind, for what you guys have managed to get yourself out of, and the little growl transporting contraption, I'm gonna give you both a luck token just out of sheer empathy. But as you look through Grauk, the pages just fall more and more apart as they were burned up by Yidney's spell.
Okay,
It becomes unreadable.
sounds good. Okay, maybe we should try to get some rest for the night.
Do you trust both of us sleeping?
Well, so how can this? So is it possible for us to like keep watch and both of us get sleep?
With 8 hours, I'll let you switch off. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
we can take turns. I'll take first watch.
Are
I'm gonna have my
sure
bow
you're in a
out.
state?
Well,
Are you sure you are fit?
you're always welcome to go first, but
I will trust you.
okay, I'll
And
go
I-
first then.
It's like when a cowboy leans back in his chair and just kind of tips his hat in front of his eyes. I don't have a hat, but I give that energy.
Do you have a hood, right?
Boy.
Yeah, so I just pull the hood farther over my eyes.
Very
And
cool.
Grok maybe isn't sure if I'm asleep or not, but I don't move after that. So
Okay.
Girl, give me a wisdom check, please.
6.
Growl, pretty peaceful night. You are holding your bow kind of white knuckled. You keep looking over at where the spider was, and I assumed you guys were kind of putting the body parts of Yidney into the fire.
I was waiting.
Oh, it's still piled next
I
to
wasn't.
you.
I was thinking that was gonna stink.
Yeah.
So
that might be
I
the
wasn't-
least of our worries at the moment.
So
but
I
you're
was
just
planning
trying
on
not
doing
to look
that.
at Yidney's dead face, just kind of plopped next to you, but nothing seems to happen for your watch. And eventually you
Okay,
go over and wake him up.
All right, all you, Myzak.
I will burn your friend.
We might wait before we leave. It might smell a little bit.
We may not have time.
I would really prefer we wait so that I don't have to smell this while I sleep, but
You will be asleep.
all right, just wait. Wait. I'll stay awake while you do it. I feel like I should honor Yidney.
I will pick them up and make like I'm about to drop them all into the fire at once.
I'll say a few words. Yidney, I barely knew you, but you've done more for me than most people in my life, so for that I will never forget you. I hope Madeera accepts you with welcoming arms. You did her a great service. I kind of nod my head.
I will drop them in the fire.
You almost hear Yidney applaud for you. Almost.
I feel Pimbo's spirit hand on my shoulder,
I was really
comforting
considering
me.
the John Cena, so you guys are
Please
lucky I didn't
don't.
blast you.
As I'm dumping them in, maybe it had been sort of caught around Yidney's neck, but now it comes off and the charred figure clatters out.
What do you
I'm
do?
gonna grab it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna wear it.
Alright.
I don't even ask Myzak for if he wants it.
Grok just puts it around his neck almost instinctually.
All right.
Yeah.
You are now free to rest.
Excellent. I'm gonna try to go and sleep as best I can.
Okay.
Brennan, are you a knight of Saint Idris?
I am.
Myza, give me a wisdom check, please.
18.
Okay. So, although it's peaceful and you're kind of watching the bones of Yidney become more and more exposed in the fire, you look over and reflecting off your campfire are those familiar now 6 eyes gazing at you. You feel this hatred as this spider stares back at you but doesn't seem to want to strike, and you both kind of look at each other for a while and it backs out into the darkness towards its pit of webs. And you notice that Gralk is having a terrible restless sleep. He's covered in sweat and just kind of writhing around. Gralk, you have terrible dreams watching both friends you ventured down in here with die, and you, as the surgeon, you feel this overwhelming guilt. You're not sure if it's legitimate that you could have saved them, but you feel this sense of responsibility. And just as you're watching both these corpses of Pimbo and Yidney burn, you feel this tight grip around your throat, this barbed, fleshy thing wrap around it, and you look back at what the source of it, and it's this strange skull figure, its torso with 4 arms jutting out of it, and you can feel your very spirit being sucked out just a little bit until you kind of jolt awake. And please roll a d6 for me.
D6. 6.
Okay, you lose a permanent point of charisma.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you didn't get a great look at it, but those are the details you were able to feel.
Wow. Okay. I think the Shadowdark is having its effect on us. Oh, I never noticed that thing on my chest either.
You have not. It's been too chaotic for you.
Okay.
It's been about 8 hours. You watch Gralk kind of shaken awake, stressed out, looking around, and kind of trying to regain his breath as he grips his hands around his neck.
Are you poisoned?
I don't know. That spider did bite me twice. Maybe
Is
it
that
was
a bite?
that. What?
Is that mark on your chest? Is that from its fangs?
I kind of feel it and looked down, and it clearly does not look like fang marks, right?
This does not. It doesn't feel scabbed. It feels different.
Do I recognize this symbol?
Do an intelligence check.
11.
You've never seen this before.
Okay. This is definitely not the spider, but this wasn't here yesterday.
Yidney had the same mark on her chest.
Gidney. I
Both of you were
seemed
bitten
confused
the
by that.
spider.
Well, I think we should get out of here as fast as we can.
Do you know the way out?
I think so.
Please, lead.
Alright, Gralk.
Okay. I'm gonna light a torch. Okay, I'm gonna shimmy along this little ledge.
Ah, good times. Good times.
Oh no, more decks.
This is, yeah. You
Should we
recall
use
the
a rope?
pathway this way, and then the shimmy ledge
Yep.
this way.
Yeah, we came from the
Should we use
shimmy
a rope
ledge.
for balance?
So you
What?
originally came from the shimmy ledge, and when you came back, you came through here.
Yeah, but I want to go through the shimmy ledge. I don't want to forge a new route back.
Okay.
Should we use a rope for balance?
Maybe so.
Oh, also, what happens to our HP after resting?
It's filled.
Oh, okay.
Back to 2, baby.
And you do still have that, just a reminder, the little traveler's chest that you've been hauling with you since the orc camp that is sitting.
Ah,
So,
yes.
Let's just break this open. And I don't
Gladly.
want to risk my life.
Okay.
Let's smash it.
Alright, who's gonna do it?
And
I have no
I'll stomp on
qualms.
it.
Stomp on it? Do a strength check, please.
9.
So keep pushing. It's starting to break open, and a few pieces of gold are spilling out of it. It's not completely open, but it's dented in.
Maybe you should give it a go, Myzak.
I'm gonna pick up the great axe, and I'm not gonna do like a full swing with it. I'm just gonna like pick it up close to the head and use it kind of to just finish bludgeoning it open.
Okay, do strength at advantage.
Seven.
Ruin 7. So, man, it just keep hacking at it, and eventually a few pieces come off to where there's about a hand-sized hole in there. This thing is beat inwardly. It's all janked out. It barely has any of its form left, but it's managed to just cling together with a bunch of old rusted nails.
Exceedingly fine craftsmanship. It's holding up to all this abuse.
Can I shake all the gold onto the ground?
Yeah.
Or the contents, whatever's in there?
So you lift it up. You lift it up and start shaking it around. As a bunch of gold pieces scatter on the ground, a total of 14. And lastly, a small twined scroll drops to the ground. As you keep shaking it, it appears that you've gotten everything out of it.
Yeah,
Can
split
I
the gold.
examine this twined scroll? Yeah.
Yeah, you open it up. It has a bunch of runic markings on it, and you recognize it as a wizard scroll.
Is this free to carry, or does this take a spot?
Scrolls are, good question. I think with how big it is, I'd say it's kind of like a ration. You can hold 3.
Don't you have one scroll? Did you take that protection from evil scroll?
I did not.
Oh,
Oh, wait. You said how many are free?
3 per slot. Okay.
I didn't take the scroll, though, so...
Can you roll a d12, please?
Yes. 7.
You see it's the runic markings kind of make this doorway with a huge keyhole and key going into it. You keep staring at it. There's a slight motion to the ink. This is a hold portal spell.
Old portal?
Hold portal. You're not super familiar with wizard spells, so that's as much as I can give you for that.
old portal spell.
I know nothing of this magic.
I can take it.
I offer it to him.
Oh, and you guys get 1 XP for that.
Woof. Swag. Swag on me, baby. Alrighty. Alright, let's I don't know how we're gonna use a rope for stability, but
I will stay here. You go across first. If you fall, I will try to catch you.
I kinda hand you wait, do you have a rope? Maybe you could tie one end to one of those iron spikes.
Sure. I'll tie one end to the spikes. Actually, I'll drive another spike in, right here at the edge, so that
Okay.
it doesn't swing all the way back over. I
If
guess
I
as
fall.
far forward as I can reach without having to,
Like right
like as
around
far,
here.
yeah, or like a little bit farther. Basically, as far as I can reach, I'll drive in a spike there.
Okay.
Okay. I'll wrap the other end around my waist, I guess. Well, maybe not the other end. Maybe I'll just hold the rope.
Okay.
You should tie it.
Well, if I tie the other end, it's 60 feet, and like, I might just like
not
hit the
take the
ground
whole
and then the
length.
rope doesn't.
Do not take the whole length.
I don't know how far. All right, whatever. I'll tie halfway, and then start shimmying across this.
All right, Grog, you know what to do. Okay, you're trained in climbing. I will count this as shimmying, moving yourself along the wall. I'll count this as climbing.
Oh,
So you have
hell
advantage
yeah.
here. Because you're a thief class.
And it's Dex?
Yeah.
9.
So it's sloppy, but given a few times you almost stumble, but the rope kind of keeps you back from completely falling. You barely make it across.
What do I see over here?
You see this very familiar sight. It was the now disarmed crossbow trap that you had run into maybe a couple days before, and the old setup that could even be years old of this this outpost, kind of.
Okay.
And you remember that's where the crossbow was pointed. That's where you came from.
Okay.
Um,
Sounds good. I'm going to drive a spike into the ground here and then tie my end of the rope to it.
Okay. It's pretty loose, wet stone. You're able to just and tie it in. And Myzik, who's holding the torch here, actually?
I have a torch.
Okay, Myzik, you're still pretty well lit. There's some coals. Your fire's starting to die out.
All right. Can I take the rope off of this spike
Mm-hmm.
and tie it around my waist and then shimmy?
Yep. You know what to do.
I've set my torch on the ground and I'm holding the rope with both hands.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, 17.
Okay. Very smoothly across. In no time, Myzik reaches you.
Excellent. Well, we came from down here, but there was a wooden structure that I think it got burned or something, or it got broken somehow.
He burned it up.
So we're gonna have to down climb a little bit, probably.
Perhaps we can descend by rope.
Perhaps.
This rope is the MVP, man.
Gonna make our way over to that edge and peer down.
Okay, so you see a bunch of... Oops, they aren't there anymore. Ignore them. That's from a very long time ago. A bunch of old blackened wood at the bottom. It's about a 15-foot drop down.
How far can we jump without taking fall damage?
Anything more than 10 feet might do damage. But this is also not a super safe landing. There's a lot of splintered wood, unsure ground down there.
All right, let's
Perhaps
descend
another
by
spike.
rope then. Yep.
Actually, yeah, sure, that's fine.
Can we just climb? Can we just climb down with the spikes?
Sure.
Like, I guess climbing. Yeah, I don't know
Do
how
we have to
climb
leave the
down
spikes
exactly.
there?
You can pull them out, but you would have to be up and able to wedge. You can't just like whip the rope and it comes out.
Yeah.
Well, we may have to leave a rope behind, but that's okay.
If we must. Is there more to descend or climb?
I don't believe so.
Then I will leave my rope.
All right, let's. I'll drive a spike into the ground, and I'm down to 14 spikes.
Yeah.
My
And
Isaac
then
ties a
we
rope.
will like hang the rope around it and just rappel down, basically.
Yep, I'm gonna try to hell down. Do you want to go first, Isaac?
I will lead.
Okay. Go ahead. You know what to do, Myzik.
Dex?
Your favorite.
Man, if I had known a 14.
I mean, you didn't choose your stats.
I guess I didn't. But
14.
I didn't realize that all dungeon crawling mechanics would be based on Dex. Like,
There's been a lot of athletics. It's a lot of wisdom and dex. You managed to get down no problem, land softly on your feet, and give Gralk a nod from below.
I'm gonna drop the torch, like trying to get him to maybe. Well, I'll just drop it down there.
Okay.
I'll grab it. I see that he's tossing it, so
Toss it, grab it, no problem. Grelk,
All
have
right.
advantage.
Ooh, 19.
Again, yeah, no problem. You both make it down. Give me a wisdom check, both of you, please.
13.
13.
Okay. As you kind of get your bearings and turn around, you hear a strange, not a skittering noise, but kind of wet, flappy footsteps head off to the east in the room in front of you.
Wet, flappy footsteps?
Yeah, again,
As if someone were walking with, like frog feet?
kinda, yeah.
Oh my god. All right.
Surely that is not the witch.
Not the what?
The witch who abandoned us.
I don't know. Maybe she stepped in some water or something. Okay. Hold this torch. I'm gonna sneak up a little bit and see what I can notice.
All right.
You do a stealth check.
Is that Dex?
Yeah, it's advantage dex, yeah.
God dang.
Everything is Dex. Come on.
Nat 20.
Okay, yeah. Quite silently,
Finally.
Isaac, you watch Grelk kind of disappear
Surprisingly
around the
light
corner.
on my feet.
Grelk, dude, give me another wisdom check.
Dirty 20.
You look around and no real signs of life. You do recognize this area. This stalagmite is where you had that argument when you first met Bark and went around the corner to the goblins camp. So you are able to kind of orient yourself here, but you're kind of at the edge of your vision.
Which direction did we come from initially?
When?
Like when we entered the cave.
You came from the south, and
All right. I'll head back over to Myzak.
okay.
The coast seems clear.
We shall carry on then. You take the torch. I prefer to be armed.
I will also have, well, I like to have my bow out, but I guess I'll just have my short sword out.
Let us
Okay.
carry on.
Okay.
You must lead, so our shadows do not alert them.
All right.
Okay. Are you guys trying to sneak? Or you just kind of?
I'm gonna try to sneak.
You got Myzik right behind you as well.
I see that he's sneaking, so I will do my best to be sneaky, but I'm not. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I guess I'll try.
So Grelk normal, Myzik disadvantage since you're right up with each other with the torch.
Oh, good. Disadvantage. Oh, dang it. One of them was a nat 20, and the other's a 3.
A 5.
As you make your way through, both of you are kind of. You're tired.
That can't be worse than not sneaking. It can't be worse than not sneaking.
Yeah, whipping your torch around, you can hear Myzik's leather kind of rubbing against as his thighs rub together. You feel like if anything was watching you, it knows you're here.
Okay.
Trying to sneak, but my thighs are too dummy thick.
Yeah, it's the worst problem. You get to the middle of this large cavernous room, and give me an intelligence check, Grog.
19.
Okay, you definitely recognize. You know where you're going. The switchbacks that led into here, you've found the bottom of them, and they're about right here.
It's just over here, Myzak.
Continue on.
Or Okay, you guys keep walking through. You find the base of the switchbacks, and you start making your way up. And refreshingly, it's been a couple days. You finally see a late afternoon sun as you make it to the top of Bleak Valley, and that's where we will leave it. And you
All
guys
right,
made it out.
my torch has been lit for 20 minutes. I'm making a note of that.
Thank you.
Wow, we made it out.
You did make it out. You didn't get the.
We didn't get the membrum generatus for
I mean,
the
at this
10
point-
gold or whatever.
Yeah, how much was each party member gonna get? Like,
I mean,
It
Grok
was-
was gonna get paid out because it was 40 gold no matter how many people came out. came.
Yeah, 15 gold retainer, 40 gold total. I got 59 gold in here. So
I was very concerned with that spider.
Wow.
I thought for sure that was it. Because if I had been alone, like, I mean, what am I gonna just like? I'm gonna try to steam my way.
Let's do a pause. Let's do some character creation, and then we'll leave it for the
Yeah.
night. Because
Yeah.
or it becomes the Myzik show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at that point though, it's like I didn't really want to. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. That's alright. That was a close
Jesus.
call.